morning children. I hope you all are safe at home. So now today I will teach you about reproduction in animals. Reproduction. Children, you know what is reproduction? Re means again, production means to produce. So the plants, the animals, we human beings produce of our own kind, that is called reproduction. Now reproduction in animals. Children, you must be seeing here I have kept all types of animals. Horse, see, baby of horse, then sheep, baby of sheep, cow, calf, and here zebra, right? And baby of zebra, elephant, baby elephant, right? So purposely I have kept, that is they have produced their own kind, that is called reproduction in animals. Now reproduction is a very important life process. Without reproduction, an organism species cannot create it, right? It is a biological process which is necessary to continue one's generation. So we can define reproduction as a process by which organism can produce their offspring, means their own kind, right? Now there are two types of reproduction. How many? Two types. Organism that lay eggs, for example birds. See, they are different birds, children. They lay eggs, right? They cannot give birth. They lay eggs. So these are the birds. Then another is organism that give birth to their young ones, like all the animals which I told, they give birth to their young ones. So two types of reproduction. Now see here, we will see a small slide show. We have seen reproduction in animals. Now organisms that give birth to their young ones. See, even we human beings, we give birth to our young ones. These type of organisms are called mammals. Children, mammals are the warm-blooded animals including humans. They are cow, then sheep, then whale fish, children, and here the bats. I'll show you the bats also, children. See, bats, right? Got some mammals also lay eggs like platypus, echidna, and anthidium, and produce them heat to hatch. You must be knowing the birds, they are when they lay eggs, they sit on the eggs to keep the eggs warm. Then only the baby of the birds will come out. Animals like kangaroo produce very big ones which are stored in their pouches, right, children? Now organisms, they laying eggs, they lay eggs and give them warmth to help them hatch. There are 5 types of organisms that lay eggs. They are birds, as I have shown you birds, children, see here, birds. Then amphibians. Amphibians means animals those who live in water as well as on land. For example, crocodile, see children, crocodile, frog, etc. Right? Now, aquatic animals, the animals which live only in water, for example, fish, sea. These are the aquatic animals, children. Right? Octopus, they live in waters, they are called aquatic animals. Then insects, children, see, these are the insects. And then here grasshopper, red bugs, right? They are called the insects. So, and the reptiles, crocodile, alligator, they are called reptiles. Means they They are crawling. They crawl. They cannot walk. Right, children? So they are crawling animals. That is why they are called reptiles. Though these animals lay eggs. Now next, characteristics of mammals. I told you children, mammals means warm-blooded animals along with the human being. Even whale fish is a mammal. Now cat, dog, they all are called mammals. They have a highly developed brain so that they can think. Their bodies are covered with hair of fur to keep them warm, right? Then they maintain constant body temperature despite changing climatic conditions. Their body temperature they are maintaining. That is why they are called warm-blooded animals. Now mammals have 4 limbs, right? They may have 2 legs and 2 arms, or 4 legs, or a pair of flippers, right? And fins. See, flipper. Now flippers, penguin children, penguin. So see, here is the penguin, flippers. Can you see the flippers? See children, flipper. So flipper is a wide flat limb which is adapted for swimming in whale, seal and other aquatic mammals, right? So mammals have 4 limbs. They may have 2 legs and 2 arms, or 4 legs, or a pair of flippers and fins. Now children, in fish, this is called fins. Mammals look after their young ones properly. They feed them with their milk. They clean them, keep them warm and protect them from enemies and climatic changes. Even your parents take care of you children. So these are the characteristics of mammals. Now what is the difference between mammals and the egg-laying animals? See, mammals produce their young ones, and the egg-laying organism, they lay eggs. Mammals no need of giving warmth, they produce or give them warmth. Mammals produce a few at a time. Egg-laying and organism produce more than 50 at a time, more than 50. The chances of survival are more than egg-laying organisms in mammals, and in egg-laying organisms out which only a few survive. So though they lay more than 50 eggs, then also all the eggs do not develop and they do not give birth, right? Now the structure of an egg. Structure of an egg, the outermost part of an egg, see children, the outermost part of an egg is the egg shell. This is the outermost part. It is called the egg shell. It protects, what is the function of the egg shell? It protects the young ones here, developing inside. Now the middle part consists of the yolk. See children, here yellow color is called yolk. It is yellow in color and rich in fats. It is rich in fats, proteins, vitamins and minerals. The yolk provides nutrition to the developing embryo. Right children? So this is the structure of an egg. Now the birds. Birds are the egg-laying organism. The different stages of development in birds are: a bird lays eggs in a nest and sits on them to keep them warm. The egg starts developing, the embryo develops fully, and the chick hatches out of the egg, grows into an adult. I will show you the life cycle of a bird children. Here see. First stage, there are 4 stages of the life cycle of a bird. First, a bird lays eggs in a nest and sits on them to keep them warm. Second, the egg starts developing, right, and the embryo develops fully, and the chick hatches out of the egg like this, and finally it grows into an adult bird. So this is the life cycle of a bird. Understood children? Now next, amphibians. As I told you, amphibians, They live in water as well as on land. So amphibians are the animals that can live on both land and in water. A frog produces eggs in clusters in a group called spawns, and the egg develops into a tadpole. The eggs develop into a tadpole and it breathes through its gills. Why gills? Because that time it is in the water. Then it keeps on maturing and developing, and it develops into an adult frog. See. Then it loses gills, legs develops with teeth, and lungs are formed. Right? See here, spawn, then early tadpole which breathes through the gills, then it loses the gills and then develops the legs with teeth and lungs are formed, because when they are on land they breathe through lungs. When they are in water they breathe through gills. Then it breathes through lungs. The process of developing of a tadpole into an adult frog is called a metamorphosis. What it is called, children? Metamorphosis. So this is the life cycle of a frog. Now next is aquatic animals. Same life cycle. So aquatic animals, fish lays hundreds of eggs at a time, but only few of them survive, right? They grow. This is because other fishes eat the eggs, or the eggs are not mature enough to hatch and die after hatching. So they breathe through a respiratory organ known as gills, and a baby fish is called a fry. See children, baby fish is called a fry. So this is the life cycle of a fish. Now the insects. Children, as I have shown you insects, so many insects. Insects like a housefly and a butterfly, they are having 4 stages, right, of development. While insects like cockroach have only 3 stages, see 1, 2 and 3 of development. There are about more than 9,25,000 insect species in the world. Now life cycle of a housefly, children, I will show you the life cycle of a housefly here. See, these are the eggs. They at a time, housefly, they lay more than 150 eggs, right? So an egg of a housefly develops into a worm like a larva, and this larva is called maggot. In butterfly it is called caterpillar. In life cycle of a housefly it is called maggot, right? And the maggot feeds on a garbage, and then they crawls to a cool place. Then it transforms into a pupa, right? Now from pupa an adult housefly comes out this way, right? And then it becomes adults, and then again from adult to lay eggs. Then it is called maggot. Larva is called maggot. Then the maggot feeds on the garbage and they crawls to a cool place. There it transforms into a pupa, and from pupa an adult housefly comes out. In cockroach, egg, then from egg it turns into a nymph, and from finally nymph to adult cockroach. So in life cycle of a cockroach there are 3 stages. In life cycle of a housefly and a butterfly there are 4 stages. Now the reptiles, as I have told you, crocodile, then lizard, these are called reptiles because they crawls. They don't have legs, but they crawls. They have legs, but they crawls. They don't walk, right? So reptiles like lizards, snake, turtles. See children, turtles. See, turtles, right? And crocodiles lay their eggs in holes in the ground. These eggs have hard shells. See, can you see the hard shell, and do not break easily. Some mothers go away after laying their eggs and never come back to take care of their young ones. Therefore, many of these eggs are eaten up by other animals because no one is there to take care of the eggs. So other animals eat their eggs. They have lungs and they are covered with horny scales on their body. Right? This way, horny scales. See, alligator life cycle and crocodile life cycle. Right? So, we have seen the life cycle of, so this way we have learned, children, reproduction in animals. So now children, this is one more thing I want to tell you, though it is not in the chapter, but I just want to give one knowledge. We have arboreal animals also, like monkey and koala. They live on trees, right? Though this is not a part of the chapter, but just for your knowledge I am showing this, because I am showing all types of animals. So I have shown you this also. Okay children, if you like my videos, then like it, share it and even subscribe, so that even other children can take the advantage of this. Thank you.